Why don't you just chill? Alright. Welcome to the In-Between, where we're fighting two wolf goats.
Oh, fuck. Goddamn fighting frenzy. Fucking turning off bullshit.
Or a goatrilla.
Goatrilla. Ooh.
Thank you.
That's good. Anyway, so the cow, like he from the episode, right?
Yeah, the pink
that was
spitting
like
cow.
Yeah, and you were like you implied that it was kind of a weird sexual fantasy thing.
I mean, you said it outright that it was a sexual fantasy.
Oh, did I? I don't remember. I don't remember what I say.
Don't put that shit on me.
It's all you. It's all you. When I was in college, I was in this creative writing class.
Oh boy.
And the professor was a real... I mean, fucking hated him. He
Good.
was a real piece of shit.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, he was a real see you next Tuesday kind of guy. Oh, we can both have super swords?
Super Thord!
No, I'm just gonna stick with my thing because it's not as breakable.
But this guy has skills. You know, tell your story.
Yeah, anyway,
You do you, man.
so I hated this dude. He was a boner fart. And we had to write a short story. I was like, okay, all right. I'm good at short stories. You know, I'm pretty creative. And at the time, I had this roommate, and his girlfriend, like, yelled at me one night because me and my girlfriend were making the beast with two backs. And it woke her up. So she pounds on the door, and I answer it just boner. Just completely new to the boner. And she's like, can you tell her to shut the fuck up? And I'm like, no, you don't need to fucking talk to her like that. We're fucking. You guys make noise too. No, I'm not fucking, no. Go to fuck bed.
Go fuck bed.
And she was like, no, it's fucking awful, it's inappropriate. I'm like, no, because you sound like a goddamn cow when you're fucking your boyfriend, so why don't you just shut the fuck up and go to bed? Because she would, like, moo. She would moo like a cow. It sounded like a moo cow. Mm-hmm. So I for this class I was taking...
I like sound effects PD, by the way.
Yeah, sound effects PD. He's like that radio DJ.
Right.
Oh... Game over, man. Game over.
This is Charlie and the Cow.
So, I wrote this short story about this guy who had a roommate, and his roommate's girlfriend would come over and they'd have sex, and he could hear, and it sounded like a cow. And he got, like, really turned on because he could hear him having sex, right? Oh. There might be a thing. Yeah, okay, so we'll just pause it right here.
Okay.
And he got really turned on because he could hear him having sex, and then she sounded like a cow. And then he started, like, having these vivid sex dreams about having sex with cows. And
Wow.
And it just kind of, like, got really crazy, and he would see her and, like, would fantasize about her, like, having an udder as well, and then dripping milk down her from her head to her breast to her udder.
Whoa.
And my teacher was like, this was pretty good, but I think you can push the envelope a little bit with it. And I hated this dude, and I was like, all right, fuck you then. I'm gonna go as dark as I fucking can. And I'm gonna make this demented as shit. So I wrote this short story. Anyway, there's my moo cow sex thing.
Sure.
So anyway, to fucking, like, try to give it back to this goddamn professor who I fucking hated, such a prick, I wrote this story called Confession. And it was a guy writing out his confession, right? And it was this, like, older dude. And I kind of described him like the professor.
Oh.
And he talks about, like, the opening was like, look, I don't think I did anything wrong. We were in love. And it's about this pedophile. And he takes his kid into a cornfield and does some bad stuff and ends up killing the kid. And
My lovely
like,
bones.
yeah, kind of. And it's like it was like really demented and like really graphic and stuff. And that was for my final. That was my final.
Wow.
And we all had to go in and talk to him about our final story and like final grades and like, you know, what they thought and get critiques from it and everything and like
Sure.
discuss the course. he was like, the meetings are going to take about half hour each. Okay, so make some time. So I go in for mine, and he's sitting in his chair. I sit down, and I say hello. He turns around, he throws it at me, and he goes, "Get the fuck out of my office." I got an A+,
Wow.
but he was just like, "Get the fuck out of here." And I was like, I fucking did it! I ruined your day, your week, your month, and even your year!
You'll be there for him.
I'm not gonna be there. He's gonna be alone in the darkness having to think about that story. Oh, did you kick my puppy a little bit? That's okay. But yeah.
You kicked my dog! Sorry, that's completely different.
What is that from?
Like an old internet video. You kicked my dog!
Isn't that was that Adam Sandler?
It was a crank call of some sort. I don't remember, man. My buddy.
Oh, was that from Crank Yankers?
It was before Crank Yankers.
Yay!
I don't know. My buddy
some
used
reason
to.
it's in my mind.
He would download all these different videos and stuff like before YouTube existed, right? Like he would get
Also,
all
like
these videos.
fucking Kazaa.
Yeah, like Kazaa, Napster, and all that, right? So
Yes.
he would have all these like crank calls downloaded when I would come over, and we would listen to them. That was one of them.
Oh shit! I do remember that now.
You remember the I kick you kicked
Yeah.
my dog?
Shit,
Kick my dog.
We'll listen to it after
And
this.
then there was
interview.
another one where he called an electronics store. He's like, I purchased VHS player from you. And they're like, okay, sir, how can we help you? He's like, I want to return his piece of shit I don't like. I want to bring it back. And they're like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, what can we do? And he's like, what type of, what VCR was it? He's like, it's RCA, really crappy appliance. I have never forgotten that for some reason. I don't know why. All right, we'll see you in the next episode.
We'll see you topside, guys.